Hi, everyone. It's Dominic from the MS Guide. And today we're joined by a friend of mine. His name is TJ, and he's only recently been diagnosed with MS. So he's looking at it from the other end of the telescope than I am. And TJ is going to talk us through some of his learnings. And that's going to start right now.
Yeah, so just a little over a year diagnosed here in the south of Ireland. Recently married as well, a 5-year-old, and navigating our way through a pandemic the same as everyone else. So yeah, a little bit of a strange time the last 14 or 15 months, you know.
And I was hoping that you would share with the rest of the audience, if you could look back, if you could turn everything and say, right, if I knew this a year ago when I was diagnosed, this would have made a significant difference to the way things had gone. So maybe you could just sum up for us briefly what you kind of wish you knew.
Yeah, I suppose almost if I was given a learning pack leaving the hospital would have been nice, you know, just kind of pointers
A
on
what?
a learning pack
Right.
almost,
Okay.
you know, a kind of here are the services near you that you can avail of. Here's some people you could get in touch with. There was nothing like that, and it took me a long time to find the best resource I found, which is YouTube, is sitting in front of me the whole time. It's just such a good learning tool because I suppose there's a lot of medical jargon in when you're reading on the internet, and I suppose a lot of the sources can be unverified as well. So you need to be careful what you're reading and who you're reading. But YouTube is a little bit more transparent. So I wish I found it, you know, at the very beginning or was told about it. There's some great people like Aaron Boster, Barry Singer, yourself at the MS Guide, you know, just some, and I suppose there's a lot of TED Talks as well. There's one I really like, Bob Cafaro, if you're looking for a bit of inspiration, Kayla Montgomery, really good TED Talks on YouTube as well. And it took me a long time to find it, even though it was sitting right in front of me the whole time. So anyone that's recently diagnosed, definitely YouTube, one of the best learning tools.
Anything else, TJ, that would have, should we say, eased your passage? Because we've all made this transition from you're okay to you're not okay, and it's tricky.
The first 6 months after my diagnosis, I really, really beat myself up, and I was guilty that those 3-day weekends and, you know, living week to week had caused this. And I really, really beat myself up, particularly with a young family and, you know, marriage on the horizon and stuff like this. But it took me about 6 months to realize this isn't my fault. It's no one's fault. Um, you know, it's not anything you've done in a previous, you know, phase of your life or anything. Nothing is, no one knows what the causation is. And I really beat myself up about that. And it took me a while to realize it. So anyone that is recently diagnosed, it's not your fault, you know?
Right. I think that's an important message. I think we all go through that to a greater or lesser extent, and different cultures as well. Some of the cultural stuff, I think, makes you start to think that anything that's happened is a punishment in some way, and it's not.
Yeah, so it's really important. I know it can take a while to come around to that. It took me 6 months to do it. But you know, just I suppose if you are recently diagnosed, try and start thinking along those lines because it after 6 months I noticed a weight lifted off my shoulders, to be honest, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Uh,
talking to somebody only yesterday, and they've just been diagnosed for a month and a bit, and I'm just like, you're drinking from the fire hose. It will get better. It's not your fault. You're trying to do everything at once. You just sort of calm down and sort of prioritize and give yourself a break, because you're right. It's just overwhelming, isn't it? And then you've got this whole nagging thing of, was it something I did? You're considerably younger than me, but I also led quite an enthusiastic lifestyle when I was younger. And I was wondering if I was
I
paying
like
for
that
that.
description, enthusiastic.
Yeah. Well, when I was lying in a hospital bed once, having my femur bolted back together, and my trial nurse from MS came in from the other side of the hospital and dropped this retrograde pile of notes there. And the nurses in the orthopedic ward sort of all did a double take. And she went, "Oh, he has an active lifestyle," and walked off.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, I mean, is there anything else sort of short and pithy that you think people just need to know, either Ireland specific where you are or in a more global sense?
Well, I think, yeah, this one is very much Irish specific because and it links back to the first point of almost like getting a welcome pack or learning pack, leaving the
Yeah,
hospital when you're diagnosed, or leaving your doctor's surgery. You really need to make things happen for yourself here in Ireland, and take charge of your own, I suppose, care package. And I started doing a lot of stuff recently around physio. Obviously keeping an active lifestyle with building a house and stuff like that. That's my outlet. But you really do need to make things happen for yourself. Your healthcare provider will only give you so much, whether that's in a public setting or private setting. So go out there. It's a small world. Try and network, and find people of a similar age, or a peer group. And you really need to make that happen for you. No one's going to hand it to you. So that's another tip. I think from the very beginning, it's something you should do.
I completely agree. It's the same here. It's the same with most people I speak to. The ones that do best are the ones that sort of uh, embrace and take control of to a certain extent their care. And I also say to anybody, if you have a doctor that doesn't like that you're taking control of your care, change doctor. Life's too short. You only get one go. But
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, TJ, I really appreciate your time today. Thanks for sharing some of your top tips with us. I know it's all new for you still, but that's really brilliant. So cheers. Take care. Have a good day.
See you guys. Bye.